Doctor Who, Series 10, Episode 8, The Lie of the Land. This week, Bill has to try and save the world from the monks in a dystopian present that she created. My God, Bill, why? This week's conclusion to the Monks trilogy, of course, featured a dystopian future, rather, a dystopian present, which was a nice twist. I like that, a dystopian present, seeming to have rewritten history, which is a nice twist on the trope of the dystopian future. It seemed to progress quite nicely. It all seemed pretty rounded out, very authoritarian state, but it didn't really seem to show the effects the monk had on the entirety of the world, more just Britain and more focused around Bill. It would have been nice to have had a little bit of a broader worldwide sense that the monks had altered everything. I know they showed a few things in history, like they were there with Einstein or something. I remember seeing that. But it didn't really give the current present-day worldwide feel that would have just been the icing on the cake. The writing in this seemed a little bit glossy-overy. The same as like the previous comment about it not being the whole world seeming like it had been influenced. Nardal. He just kind of reappeared, and I've been resting up for a bit. I really felt like the cliffhanger that he was in the TARDIS and he was dying from the virusy thing was a cliffhanger. It wasn't resolved. Nardal just went, "Oh, hi, Bill, I survived." It feels like there should have been something happen to get him to survive. Just didn't seem right to me. Just too easy. The Doctor being evil was a nice little twist that lasted all of 5 minutes, but progressed the story somewhat, and obviously he was doing his plan the same as Nardal, trying to work everything out, which seemed to be very much prominent in this story, and everyone just having already done all the working out for their plan, except Bill, who's just been, well, actually she was trying to do that, but just kind of not really been doing anything that added to what they'd been doing. The regeneration scene, the regeneration cop-out scene that was obviously showed in the trailers, which got everyone speculating. The current rumour that I heard is that Capaldi was going to have a very long regeneration, kind of like how 10 revisited Martha and Rose and everyone, and it was going to take the rest of the season. Obviously, that hasn't started yet. I'm just wondering whether the regeneration energy was something he projected as a cop-out, just to pretend, or it was some type of projection. That was never really said, because the other thing is, Bill has never on screen had regeneration explained to her, and it seems a thing of modern companions, I don't know, probably previous ones, that the Doctor doesn't necessarily explain how he can change face and everything just willy-nilly. He just doesn't bother with it. I remember Martha questioning it in the episodes with Captain Jack about how the Doctor lost a hand and everything, and he changed a face, and she hadn't heard about that. That was the end of her season. So, I don't know, Bill didn't know what regeneration was, that we know of. The regeneration energy just kind of, she glossed over that. They're glossing over things again. I liked this episode, mind you. I thought this trilogy was good. It's not as good as the other trilogy we've had with the Master returning, but it was a decent enough trilogy. Now, of course, the Mistress is fully in this episode. She, of course, appeared in the start of the trilogy in the first episode, Extremis, just slightly, and that was good. But I'm loving the fact that she's come back as a fully fledged character, and they've continued the "I want to be good" thing. I love Michelle Gomez's Mistress. She's great. I really liked her take on good. So she says she will kill Bill because it will save more people. Now that is a decent way of thinking about things. It would get rid of the monks, and it's only one person's death over the many. It's kind of ethical. But it has the tinge of how the Master would think that Bill's life doesn't really matter, and you're trying to do the right thing by saving the planet and getting rid of the monks. It's the easiest, simplest solution, and it's only one person dying. Well, not dying. She said she would be a vegetable. But then, of course, she calls the Doctor soft, and they go off and find a better way to do it, which was Bill's memories of her mother, which are an illusion she created for herself, most recently based upon photos the Doctor gave her. So, love saved the human race again. Which is good. I like Doctor Who's message of love. It's great these days. Like, we need more messages of love and acceptance and all that type of jazz. But just like to point out, the last episode, Bill loves the Doctor, didn't want him to die, and so she gave the Earth up to the monks. This episode, she realises her mistake, and the love for her mother allows her to undo her wrongdoings. Just a little bit of a twist there, that love got her into the problem, and love solved it. Just a bit of, resonance, I don't know. Love was in the story anyway. It was very much there as a bit of a token in each episode. This episode I'm going to give... I don't know. It wasn't as good as Harold Saxon's dystopian future, which is we've seen previously as a more present day dystopia. So I will have to give it a 7. No, a 6. It's going to be a 6 out of 10 this week, guys. Okay, please like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you next week.